Morning, testing. Good morning. Testing live stream, and hoping our video goes live. 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 Thanks for tuning in. We're testing a live stream of Studying America with video. And if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. This is Global Student Solutions. I'm Scott Martin. And we were going live today with a live Studying America live stream, a paid seminar. And we did not have registrants for that. So we're just on this morning and answering questions in the chat box if folks have questions about Studying America. As it says, I'm Scott Martin. I'm the founder and president of Global Student Solutions, and it's our pleasure to offer information to folks around the world on how to study in America and how to get information and choose your college, prepare for university, and so on. On our website, you can get additional information. You can register to sign up with a coach, Coach Oscar and myself, currently taking on students to help with the process. If you're looking at studying for this year, you need to get going quickly, as we want to make sure that you don't miss the opportunity for study. But lots of questions, including whether you should take a gap year, whether or not, how to choose a major, how to choose a school, how to find the school that's the perfect fit for you. And we want to do all of those things. And we do at Global Student Solutions, is in addition to offering seminars, both free and paid seminars, coaching opportunities, and courses as well. So all those things are available for you on Global Student Solutions, theglobalstudentsolutions.com. And you can go on there and get additional information. Today we're answering questions in the chat. All you need to do to participate in the chat is to sign on and subscribe to our channel. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't want to stay on and get alerts. But we feel like there's a lot of really great information on our channel, and that we'll continue to provide really valuable content. So if you or someone you know might ever want to study at the university, then this is going to be the solution for you. Currently, all of our advising is done in English, and English is our primary service. Our primary set of clients is our students who want to study in the English language in some country or another, or at least want to have that as one of their options. We certainly have a lot of students who we coach who ultimately end up staying in their home country because that's the best option for them. But others want to see what the possibilities are. And so we're happy to come alongside and walk with students through those possibilities. Again, if you have questions, please feel free to jump in the chat and let us know what your questions are. Happy to answer those as we move along. Some of the top questions that we get are things like this year. Is this a good year to be studying in the United States? So the theme of today's session was study in America. And is this a good time to study in the U.S.? The answer to that is essentially yes. That as far as the institutions of higher education, this is a really excellent time, actually. In fact, we find that some universities are even more generous than before in offering financial aid and other incentives to have you come on their campus and be a part of their community. And so for global students, this is a great time to study in the U.S. Visas are available to come this fall. Obviously, we're in the midst of a pandemic, so there's still continued questions in terms of, will we get some additional variant to come up and restrict our access? And is it a good idea to pay the tuition to study for an American university if you're not going to be there in person? And That varies a little bit. It depends on how much you ultimately end up paying, but certainly that's a negotiation position. The great value of U.S. universities for global students is the in-person. It's the camaraderie, the connection with students. It's the roommate. It's the cafeteria connections. It's the classroom collegial relationships. And in the absence of those things, you want to ask questions like, how vibrant is your community in an online setting? Some universities are fantastic at creating cohorts, helping you to establish relationships, still doing a lot of collaborative work. Other universities are abhorrent. They're just terrible at it. And so you want to ask some good questions if you're going to be paying good tuition dollars. Your degree ultimately still has value. So it's not like you're not getting anything out of it. Um, but the question of whether or not you're getting your full value is a valid one. And so um, we want to make sure you're getting what you need out of it. Um, yeah, this is an exciting time, I think, really to be looking at global education. Certainly, we can see how the world is global. When something happens on one side of the planet, it affects everything from gas prices to food costs to um, economic access. Everything is affected by uh, things that happen in other parts of the planet. And so, um, being global and thinking global is still a very valid and important part of life. And preparing for a career that's global makes sense. And so, studying, being a global student, and preparing for life beyond your current circle or current cluster is really important. And we want to help you do that very well. Um, at Global Student Solutions, we are all about doing it well and making sure that when you do ultimately study university, that you are getting the most out of it and that you are prepared for life beyond your current circle. And so we've seen students do it really, really well, and we want to pass on those tips and tricks. Um, and we've seen students do it bad, and so we want to let you know what the signs of disaster might be along the way. And we certainly don't want you to do it alone. It can be daunting. And we know that you are amazing and you're going to do an amazing thing, but we want it to be easier for you. And we don't want you to be overwhelmed by it. And so that's where we come along at Global Student Solutions and walk alongside you. And whether you're using my college coach services and preparing for it, or you're joining one of our groups, um, we definitely want you to get as much out of it as we can. So, in the absence of a lot of questions online today, we're not going to stay on a real long time, but we do want to thank you for tuning in and watching. Um, and please reach out to us. Info at globalstudentweb.org is an email, and our website is theglobalstudentsolutions.com. That's theglobalstudentsolutions.com, and we'd love to hear from you and see how we can help you walk alongside you in your university journey. Thank you and have a great day.